everybody, back again with another review. Today's review is over the DC Multiverse Wonder Woman from the McFarlane Collector edition. She is number 10 in the line, which I'll show on the side of the box here later. Now, funny story about this figure, I originally ordered it from Best Buy because luckily someone brought awareness towards it that they had it available, because this has been a hard figure to find and track down. Luckily, Best Buy did have it up and I made a purchase. However, when I got it, I only ordered one, and I was not after the platinum version, because there's two versions of this figure. There is the platinum, which is pretty much everywhere you see gold is yellow on the platinum, and then the diaper part, instead of navy blue, is a light blue, and I think that's about it. Yeah, and then, like I said, everywhere that's gold is yellow. However, on the platinum version, it's instead of a string, it's more like a hard plastic on that version. But that's pretty much the only difference. Oh, and also on the platinum version as well, instead of this being more like a shiny red and darker on the platinum, it's a bright red, pretty much catch-up red if you look at it that way. So that's pretty much the differences. But yeah, like I said, I received the platinum from the one I ordered, and when I got it, I was kind of like, you've got to be kidding me. But then I started thinking, I was like, should I keep it or should I not? Eventually I budged because there's another figure I wanted. So I was able to trade it for the figure that I wanted on top of the regular version, which you see in front here, which is what I wanted originally. So that's enough of the backstory. Let's get into the actual box. So I already mentioned the front. It's going to have that nice silver metallic lettering, just like every other collector edition from McFarlane. You get the 12 plus on the top, and then you get the 22 moving parts as well. Nothing different from the regular figures. Moving on to the side, you're going to get the McFarlane Collector Edition again. Wonder Woman in big bold letters from Who is Wonder Woman. And it's number 10, like I mentioned. This is where it actually signifies what number it is within the whole entire Collector Edition line, with the DC Multiverse logo there at the top. Moving on to the back, you get this nice art. I actually really like this art. It's obviously from the comic. Looks amazing. Yeah, I'm really glad they really did this. Now I gotta see if the card cuts off anything. Most likely it does. It's a shame when the card actually cuts off things, such as like stuff at the bottom of the back of the box art. Like that eagle is probably going to be cut off. Sides are probably going to be cut off, so those eagles are going to be gone again. But yeah, it just sucks. I may have to just cut this out in the back, even though I was planning on doing that before with another figure, but I decided to just get rid of it anyways. And then you get the Wonder Woman, Who is Wonder Woman, there at the top again. Onto the last side, you're going to see that signifies it's number 10 in the line. Once again, Wonder Woman, DC Multiverse there at the top again. Enough being said, let's get right into the actual figure. Start off, the first thing you're going to actually get along with this figure is the display stand. So just like all the other collector edition figures, you're gonna get a display stand. Pretty much the only difference is the silver DC logo there at the bottom. Moving on, another non-interesting thing, pretty much a waste of plastic, is the actual card stand. As I mentioned time and time again, it's probably good for someone who has lots of space, but from what I know, many people who collect this line do not have a lot of space to begin with, so therefore they cannot even use it. Even though it is a good concept, just seems like a waste considering many people cannot even use it at all. And then this is kind of a great inclusion, but I do wish it was hard plastic like the actual platinum chase version. It's just string. Like, it's going to be really hard to even pose this or even use it because it is string. There's nothing special about it, and you can't really use it like a lasso if it was actual plastic, as I mentioned already multiple times, because then you can actually get in poses, but there's not much to do with just a string. So that's kind of a bummer. But next inclusion, there's a lot of accessories and additional things with this, so stay along with it. You get an extra hand, pretty much an open grip hand going on. Not really grip, I guess, because it's pretty wide open. Get one of these, and then another hand. For the other one, you're gonna get the same thing, but for the other hand. And then pretty much these are already on the figure, but the opposite hand, so you're gonna get another grip hand for the actual right hand. And then you're gonna get a fist hand for the actual left hand, as seen here. And for the weapons, you actually get two weapons. You're gonna get her sword, as you can see. You're gonna get the nice gold here and grip going around. I really like that, pretty fantastic overall. And then up on the actual blade, nothing fancy, just regular silver going on. Then you're going to get an axe for her other weapon. You're going to get the nice just silver texturing going on, show detail. I really like that, but just pretty much bland besides that. And then going on to the grip, you're going to get another handle just like the sword was, all the way around. So that's pretty cool. I like to see the detail on the actual weapons. And the last, I guess, weapon, you can say, if it's even a weapon, more it's probably like for protection, but you're gonna get her actual shield. See all that nice texture going around. Really like that. Great inclusion from them. So you can see all around, going around right there. Matches her shield. Really like that. And also this is multiple W's. Fantastic inclusion. Now lastly, moving to the card. As I said, there's a lot included with it. You're going to get this nice collector edition card, and as I mentioned, it's a shame that they have that great art on the back of the box and it's not big enough or too blown up to a part where all those eagles that you saw on the back of the box are cut out of it, besides this one that's peeking there on the corner, as you can see. But it sucks that pretty much that's the only eagle you can see, besides this one too. Almost forgot that, but obviously its head's cut off. Just sucks that it is so close that it cuts off like fantastic detail and background like that. But I do like these cards. Definitely do have that premium touch and look to them. Now moving on to the back, just dropped it. Moving on to the back, you're going to see Wonder Woman there at the top. Data file, real name Diana, raised on the hidden island of, I forgot even how to say it, Themyscira or Skyra, can't remember. Princess Diana is an Amazon and her people's gift to humanity as Themyscira's emissary to a man's world. Diana has come to, nope, my bad. Diana has made it her duty to lead by example. My battery went low, therefore I kind of skims real quick and it messed up. She has come to represent the possibility and potential of life without war, hate, or violence, and she is a beacon of hope to all who find themselves in need. So I like that little typo or type up. I really like that. And the reason you all are here is Wonder Woman herself. You can see there's a lot, pretty simplistic look, but it does its duty, and I do like that. The face is pretty much the only thing that maybe seems a little odd. Kind of can't tell if it's a man or female, but there is that. Looks pretty good. And then the hair does have a texture, well, a blue hue to it. So you can see, really like that. Gives it that comic look and vibe to it. Yeah, definitely you got blue highlights going on. It's fantastic to see. And that face sculpt, like I said, kind of looks weird and funky, but I do like the crown being nice and vibrant. And then here on her actual suit, I guess you can say, armor, nice bright red. Really like that. Great paint application for what I can see. Maybe just some shortcomings there up at the top with the gold. And then you're going to see the little lasso hook here on the side. The diaper is fantastic. Pretty much blends in. It's not like a sore thumb. Got the stars going on. But then gauntlets, pretty simple. They match your look though, just plain silver. And then here at the bottom, as I have seen people mentioned, yeah, there's a lot of figures. Like I showed Red Tornado, how the boots actually were continuous with the ball joint. Here, however, they are not. which it is a shame, especially since this is a collector edition figure. They could have continued the white down, wouldn't have been that hard to do, and therefore it wouldn't have stuck out like a sore thumb. But now you have this gap, which sucks. But they do have some nice texturing going on there with the boots, as you can see. Fantastic, besides the stripe not being continuous. Then moving on to the back, you're going to see the same thing. Oh, sorry, I got a little lost there. But anyways, yeah, shows off Wonder Woman's curves, from what you could tell. Definitely has that arch going on. So yeah, hopefully no one gets a little creepy with their figures out here. That would be bad, and this probably would be the one that would be done to. It's sad to say that I even have to say that, but most likely it will happen by some weirdo out there. Now moving on, yeah, the ball joints is something I'm kind of, or these butterfly flaps is something I'm kind of concerned about. As you saw already, seems like when you move the arm, it's going to be exposing the insides there. I do not like that at all. I wish it could make it more thicker and really be more careful with that in terms of moving the arms and make them long enough so therefore the insides do not show, because for me, I do not like seeing that. It just really ruins the figure overall. To actually get into the articulation, let's get into that. When it comes to the head, I already felt like it was pretty loose. I don't know if it should be this loose or if it, yeah, there's maybe something wrong done to mine, but it is really, really loose. Side to side, like no issue. But it seems like it gets to a point where it doesn't really want to budge that much more. Seems like it's more likely to budge more on this side and go around, but definitely seems like it has good head movement. And then looking down, you'll be able to get this much going on. And then when it comes to looking up, pretty much normal, not much difference. Yeah, not much difference there. Now moving on to the actual arms, T-pose. No issue once again. You would hope so, basically considering how thin the arms are. No issue doing a 360 with the arms either. But yeah, watch out for the butterfly joint. It's probably going to show the insides, which is a bummer. And you're going to get this bicep cut. At least I think it's a bicep cut. Doesn't seem like it wants to budge. Okay, that may just be a part of the figure. I don't think it is a bicep cut. Actually, it is. Okay, I was able to actually finally get it to move. It was not budging up first, but there is a bicep cut. So you can move it there, so there's more articulation. Comes to an elbow, there should not be any issue. Should be able to get the full range of movement. There you go. And moving on to the actual hand, you're going to be able to get her to move her hand, no issue. Comes going up, be able to get it to go up this much, and then down this much. So that's pretty good movement when it comes to that. Now when it comes to the actual torso, it's all of one piece up at the top, so you're not going to be able to really move it from up on here, but you're going to be able to move the waist. There you go. There's some tightness, but it's a justifiable tightness overall. And when it comes to the splits, I would hope she could do the splits. Yes, she can. The diaper is very flexible, so you're going to be able to do it, no issue. Comes to the actual knee with those thunder thighs. Be able to get great knee movement. And when it comes to the actual foot, side to side, no issue. Down and around, side to side. And yeah, when it comes to going down, no issue there. Seemed like it was really willing to budge, so that is great. And then going up that much, and then you're going to get the toe, which should be no issue as well. There you go. Just like every other McFarlane figure, pretty much flawless. But yeah, the whole body sculpt is pretty good in general. So with that being said, let me get into my final thoughts. So what are my final thoughts on Wonder Woman? They did a great job with the weapons in terms of what was included. As you can see, I used a sword, compared to the axe, but it's great to see that they included both. And then this shield is really well done with some battle damage here and there and the paint application. They really got down Wonder Woman's actual body sculpt in general as well. They really nailed the look with the suit, and I love the shine to it overall. The lasso, as you can see, is not there, which is a shame that it is just a string because you can't really get it around there. I'm wondering if the tape that really kept it together should have just stayed on to make sure that it could attach perfectly fine, but there is that. And the face sculpt seems a little off to me when I look at it more and more. It just seems like it's not capturing the look of Wonder Woman from that aspect. And then it is a shame on the boots that they couldn't continue the stripe, as you can see, like they did Red Tornado. But I loved extra hands as well. Like I mentioned, the weapons did a great job overall from that perspective. Now, if I were to give this figure a review or total score, that is, I would say she's probably a 9.3 out of 10 because the face sculpt could have been better. The stripe is just kind of laziness by not keeping and continuing it, because we have seen that they can and are capable of doing that. And the fact that the lasso is just some string, it's like, why include her attachment on the side here if you cannot even get it to the point where it'll stay on? So that is a shame, and the reason I give it a 9.3 out of 10. I would say, though, to pick her up, this is the best Wonder Woman figure that is out and that they've made. And until then, I think this is definitely going to be worth the price in the long run, even though many are probably going to have to deal with scalpers out there. But that's going to wrap up today's review. If you did enjoy this review, please like and subscribe for future videos. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.